Hey everybody, welcome back to another installment. Yeah, like most things BattleTech, this is running a little longer than I expect. I always expect it to go faster than it does, and it never does.
Waiting for orders.
But that's okay.
Commander.
So we're like 3.5 year mark still, right around there. So we're gonna
Yes,
try to rapid
Commander.
fire some of this. Oh hey, another ace. She's injured, but we have another ace. How about that?
Yes, Commander.
I have made a cup of very strong coffee. So last night, I hosted a BattleTech game using Megamech as the engine, and it was a scenario out of the First Strike rulebook, transcribed it word for word. All the pilot settings, all the units, everything. Used the exact maps, had the one flipped 180 like they said. I even figured out how to tell it to drop units at specific turns and not just all right at once. Excuse me. Figured out how to set up the AI so that each lance kind of performed a slightly different role. And the last lance that dropped in, its whole role was to snipe and frustrate us. And they did that because the one mech picked a hill that you could only shoot it on from one line of one very specific area, and it would just leapfrog over the hill back and forth. So it was kind of like a little horseshoe shaped hill, and on the right hand side was the outside of the horseshoe, and on the left hand side was the inside. And it would jump into the inside. We'd move our guys over there to try to shoot it, and then it'd jump to the outside. And we couldn't shoot it because it was directly against level 2, and it was blocked. And even standing on top was not a guarantee. So we had like 9 units left. Somehow we came out on top. I don't know how. And we basically just stationed everybody on both sides and then schwacked them. But man, that was frustrating. So I'm trying something a little bit different here in terms of music. 1 minute. So, in my Angry Hour stream, which I am going to get back to, I just took a break from it for a minute because shit got extremely busy. I kind of had a rant about AI. And AI music, which is what's playing, is not exactly a thing I 100% agree with for some reasons. However, for this, I think it's okay because it's not exactly white noise. It's a little bit more than white noise, but the real problem that everybody is struggling with right now and why so many people turn to AI is they want something that's unique, that's not copyrighted. And that's really, I mean, like in my specific instance, I want to have some background music that's not, because the background music in BattleTech is great. Don't get me wrong, it really is fantastic. It's well written. I love the guitar. I love especially the menu music. Um, Minimum of 280 tons. Yeah, I think we're okay. But if I want to play anything else, anything at all, the problem I run into is copyrights. And I forget if it was the Supreme Court or what court. There was a ruling in California that any content that's generated by AI, whether it's art or writing or music or whatever, if AI is the sole provider of that content or sole generator, creator, I don't know, not just, for instance, part of the workflow, then they decided that it couldn't be copyrighted, which I agree with. Because anything that AI makes, just by its nature, is going to be derivative. AI, it's not AI, first off. It's a large language model, or something very similar to that. It's generative AI, it generates things. But really, it's just a whole bunch of fancy algorithms, and we don't fully understand how it works. um, but it's not creative. It is absorbed a lot of creative works, and then it is making something derived from those. But again, you have people like me. I want to play something different in the background. But because of the legal world of copyrights and how incredibly complex and obfuscated it is, you can't just grab your favorite song and play it. Because it's beyond somebody wanting credit. Even, and this is what irritates the hell out of me. So, don't get me wrong. People are entitled um, to be credited in the form that they choose in exchange for their work. If you don't want to credit them in that form, don't consume their works. Don't listen to their music. Don't read their books. Don't look at their artwork. Yeah, it kind of sucks because you might have this artist that you really, really like and you really want to listen to their music or you really want to look at their art and they might be charging an exorbitant amount or whatever. Whatever method of exchange they want for the work that they put into creating that work. If you don't agree with it, don't consume it. Eventually, if enough people don't agree with it and don't consume it, they will change their agreements. However, at the same time, it gets a little irritating that you can't just share something. I am not trying to do this to get rich. And if I want to play Master of Puppets in the background, I'm not doing it because I think it's going to help me get rich. I'm doing it because I like the music and I feel like the music goes well with whatever I'm doing. I put this out there because people enjoy it. It doesn't hardly cost me anything but a little bit of time to make and whatever I paid for this game. And whatever YouTube goes through. So I really don't give a shit if I get paid for it. I am just having fun. So I should be able to take a track and put it in the background and have other people enjoy it. But it just doesn't work that way. And I think it'd be a difficult conversation, but I think it's time we have that conversation and revisit how copyrights and claims and credits and money and royalties and all that shit works. Because some of it's way out of control, like so many other things. So anyway, that's my rant about that. And I mean, I'm actually, in some ways, frankly surprised that they haven't just totally done in your average FM radio station by now, since everybody and their brother now has access to the technology to record the songs off of there. How did you drop in injured? I didn't think we could do that. Alright. We are destroying the Jade Falcon forces, which look surprisingly not Jade Falcon. Okay, maybe a little Jade Falcon. And we are making sure the Dark Castle Lance and the Lyran's Lance safely evac within 4 or 5 turns. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Get in there. So anyway, yes. Last night's game was fun. It was a little frustrating at the end because the AI did its job a little too well. But overall, it was fun. Defaulto and I kind of went back and forth a little bit how I should have just bumped up the gunnery for everything. And when I do a scenario next, if that's an option, I will do that. But if there's an ace in there, you can't do that. Because your gunnery can't get any lower than 2. If the lowest gunnery is 3-4, for instance, which is average in the BattleTech universe, or regular, then you can scale everyone's up just a little bit. You can change 3-4 to 2-3, 4-5 to 3-4, etc., etc. And yeah, that does scale. But if you have someone that's got 2-3, they're obviously supposed to have an edge over everybody else, and you can't scale everybody else around him because now all of a sudden that massively unbalances the game. Now, my buddy Warp will argue about statistics and probabilities and all that stuff, about and how that reflects or is reflected in the changing of the gunnery, and how it's not just linear scaling. It's close enough. It would work. So I'm going to try to do that about once a month. And I'm either going to do pre-written scenarios and be a little bit more selective about it, or I'm just going to make some up. But yes, we got started late for a number of reasons. On my part, I got into it late because of a massive failure in civic planning, where a city that I was coming home from after playing Pathfinder with friends um, decided to close a 5-lane undivided highway at dinner time on Saturday without posting it anywhere that was happening. I mean, they probably did post it, but like usually you have the road signs now. Like the road signs say, hey, at this time, this day, this will be closed, plan accordingly. So I don't know where they posted it, if anywhere. Number one. Number two, it doesn't matter. That's horrible timing. That's not a good idea. And their detour, because there's one, because of the way where that closure was located, there's only one way around it. Went through not one, but 2 separate construction zones. So if you're going to do that, if you have no choice but to close down a section of road, and you have no choice but to close it down, kind of without warning, at least make sure the other construction is done first. And they do this all the time. They don't let the other construction finish first, so they close down the primary roads, and then the secondary roads are under construction, and you're just fucking stuck. So the civic planner needs to be fired. Because this happens every year. Alright. Well, we'll do missiles at one and PPCs at the other. Not likely to hit, but that's okay.
Copy that.
I might do a Tukiyid scenario next go round in Mega Mech. That would be kind of interesting.
What's up, boss?
Alright, so we got to move it up there quickly. And try to take these guys out quickly.
I hear ya.
Oof, I feel hungover and I didn't even drink.
Going turbo.
Yeah, it's worth it. Luckily, you can't kill those little concrete rises, whatever the hell those are called.
Yeah, Commander.
Hate it when that happens. My coffee lung is not fully developed.
Target confirmed.
Oh, come on.
Oh, joy.
King Crab. Oh, great. Do I have any chance in hell of actually hitting him with these? No, I'm more likely to hit my guy in the back. How about now? Slightly. Oh, damn! You go! Blood asp.
Understood. Moving fast.
Alright, we're gonna have to split this one too. Missiles at him, not missiles at him. Maybe we'll get lucky again, who knows.
Affirmative.
I doubt it. Nope. That poor highway. Ontos, huh? Very nice. That's gonna do some damage. Possibly knock down a building or two. Oh, this thing, I forgot about him. I'm too likely to shoot my guy in the back, so we're not gonna try. Tex gets the Atlas still. Let me guess, reinforcements? Huh. I am shocked. Shocked, I say. And it is going to literally land on top of one of the enemies. I don't know if the drop pods will kill units, or only the dropships landing will. Guess we'll find out if he stays there. If we can knock him down, that would be fun. Knock him down and then he gets squished by a drop pod. That would be hilarious. You fool! He's just got that gun barrel floating in midair. I forget what the Ontos has on it. Oh, that's not what I was thinking of at all. There's a heavy hover tank that's got, or a heavy tank that's got like 8 medium lasers, some LRMs, some SRMs. It's an awesome tank. So one of the things I learned about BattleTech, the tabletop game, recently is that you actually can't put double heat sinks on vehicles. And I didn't know that. Oof. That's a bummer. So it was a little surprising to me when I'm like, why in the fuck can I not put this on here? I don't understand what's going on. And then when I finally looked into it, I'm like, oh, that seems like crap. But it actually makes total sense because vehicles don't have to sink ballistic or missile weapon heat. There's no heat generated by non-energy weapons. So it's kind of its own form of balance in that regard. You only have to sink energy weapons, which kind of makes sense. Nice. I don't think that... Is that a champion? Is that what that was? Yep. I don't think that champion's gonna last long. Ooh, nice. Right in the face piece. Hey, sweet. Good job, guys. My allies are actually being useful for now. I have a funny feeling that I'm about to lose a whole bunch of them. Mostly because if the drop pods destroy mechs, they're all going to get landed on. Alright, we have this guy that's the most beat up. Oh wow, that's pretty good odds. headshots. Lucky headshot. Let's go. Not quite. It's okay. Alright, come on, lizard. Oh, Wolfbane's on. Yeah, I guess we can move him first. So the big lesson we learned last night was mostly to do with concentrating your fire if you don't have good gunnery. And most of our guys did not have good gunnery. Yeah, well, shit.
Give them everything you've got.
Most of our guys were either 4.5 or 5.6 for gunnery and piloting. So we just had to pick a mech and everybody lob shit at it until it finally quit moving. Because a couple times we didn't do that, it absolutely bit us in the ass. And one or two of them was at my behest saying, oh no, pilot's knocked out, it'll be fine. And then somehow or another, the pilot fucking regains consciousness and shoots us in the back. Which was not great.
Affirmative.
Alright, so we killed the Vapor Eagle, otherwise known as a Goshawk. The Enfield is a little beat up. The Black Knight is not. And Black Knight is the easiest shot, so we're gonna go straight for him. Especially because missiles don't knock down buildings. At least not LRMs anyway. Nice. Yeah, that shoot him up pretty good.
Receiving you.
No, right there.
Roger, full speed.
Skip the PPC. And yeah, we'll go for it. Headshot. Come on, baby. Nice.
Standing by.
That should make him a little easier to hit.
On my way, double time.
No, I clicked on this. Missiles. And not missiles.
Acknowledge.
Nice. Very nice. What did I knock down? Don't tell me this counts.
Waiting on you, Commander. Pedal to the metal.
Yeah, I'll be lucky if I can get my guys up there fast enough.
Orders?
Oh, we got a good ambush set up. Alright, here goes nothing. Nice.
Ready for orders. On my way. Double time.
Yeah, this should take him out.
Locking on.
Down he goes.
I hope we can salvage that.
And not really. Just kind of slumped over and died.
Good to go.
Alright, that's crazy sumbitch.
I copy.
We'll just stick with missiles for now. We can't. You missed.
Sometimes failing is important. However, this will mostly be painful.
Alright, he was our last guy. So now we're gonna have at least 5 more drop in on us. I said Let's say Iota Galaxy or something like that. Yeah. That's what I thought. Insta-kill. Well, at least it wasn't a whole galaxy. Well, maybe that land shouldn't stand under the fucking drop point. If I know where it is, they know where it is. Nice. Yeah, he ain't doing too good. His champion isn't either. Although, his front armor's fine. He just can't get shot in the back anymore. So we've got 7 dudes to kill. Should be able to do that. I definitely have the numbers edge on him here. I got 2 lances that aren't mine and 3 that are. Woof. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna last much longer either. Once I start really pouring fire into him. Not familiar with that one. Is that the Clan Kintaro? Yeah, basically. Ooh. Ooh. That's gonna be ugly. How does he have rear damage already? Not a lot of armor, luckily. But man, that's gonna hurt. Assuming he gets a shot off. Alright. Come on, Hudson. Show me what you got.
On my way. Double time.
Maybe not. Nice. Nice. Very nice.
Scored a critical hit. I'm starting to cook.
Good shooting, Tex. So we got the ammo. So now he's only got 1 ton of ammo to feed both of those Gauss rifles. Now he should fall over. No? Usually destroyed gyro is like guaranteed ride to the ground. Yeah, we're not getting our damage bonus for not shooting down buildings. Or I should say not shooting up buildings. Not shooting over buildings? Shooting up make it sound like it's a drug. That one wasn't me. Not my fault. I didn't do that one. I do kind of like the splat on the building right there. Ooh, Royal Marauder. Nice. I have no idea where that Marauder actually is. Like, around here somewhere. I know it exists because it just shot something. Oh, there it is.
Ready for orders.
Alright, Wolfsbane. Hunchback 2C goes first.
Just running. Got it.
We'll skip. We'll skip 2 of the medium pulse lasers for now. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. Boom. Nice. And then he falls down and the rest of him goes kablooey. Pretty please. Not quite. Close though. He ain't got much left.
Buddy here. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall.
You gonna die now. Goodbye. Probably not much left to him either. One part.
Standing by.
Sun Spider, you can stay put. Yes. I feel good about this.
Roger that.
Nice.
Something good.
Ready for orders.
Alright. Yeah, let's put you right there. Gives you a pretty
Position
broad
confirmed.
arc. And let's keep the LRMs out of it for right now.
Acknowledged.
Nice.
Ready for orders.
Where are you in? Solitary. You're in the other Temple Wolf. Alright, well, I got a perfect spot for you.
Copy that.
We'll also skip the LRMs for you for a minute too, and we don't really need the accuracy boost, so good night.
Everything you got. Hostile eliminated.
Nice work. Oh, he's picking himself back up with no gyro somehow. He can't go far though. He can't take many hits either before he's just gonna fall right back over. Alright, yeah, let's put the charger there.
Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
Alright, what do we have that's the biggest threat? And easiest to hit. So I think you're next. And we'll go for the lucky headshot. Very nice.
And stay down.
Yep. Consecutive headshots, as a matter of fact.
Commander? Let's move.
I don't know what. Oh, Royal Ostrock? That's a new one. Yeah, I feel okay about this. I carved him up pretty good. Yeah, he's the closest to dying, so we'll go with him first. Really?
Good to go.
You just had to hit that building, huh? No way you could have avoided it?
Roger.
Like,
Full speed.
I don't know. Maybe not aim your crosshairs right at it?
Engaging.
There.
Sam, let's do this.
See? That's what I wanted from you.
Target eliminated.
It's alright, I'll take it. That's an interesting one. More armor than the Hunchback 2C. lot of fun with. If you could hit. No good odds of that, so we're gonna do just 4. Two out of 4 is not bad.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
I'm on the clock.
Did the job that I wanted. Alright. Lucky headshot, please. Oh, somehow with a 73% chance to hit, you still missed. Well, gee whiz.
We can do this. Let's go.
Hey, ho, let's go. So the GIF recap that Megamech does is actually pretty neat. It basically is a snapshot of the minimap in Megamech every turn. And it shows you who moved where. First it shows movement, then it shows firing, and then it shows whoever blew up. And then it just repeats. So the 4.5-hour game last night was summed up in a 5 megabyte GIF that you could watch in about a minute. Ouch. How'd you pull that off? Shut up.
Reporting heavy damage. Yes, Commander.
We're going to double tap them. We're going to do this first.
Onward! No retreat!
And then we're going to double tap them. Nice. And you even hit with both of them.
Yes! Give them everything you've got!
Wasn't enough to unseat him, though. It's a little disappointing. But we got plenty of time to fix that. Sweet.
All primary targets have been destroyed.
Yeah, sure. Just ignore all the guys that are now going to shoot you in the back. Although there's only 2 of them, so you might be okay. He wouldn't have been okay if that hit. As already established, his rear armor is already gone. Alright.
Move order received.
Skip another couple of pulse lasers. And we're just gonna tunnel right through the side of them.
Critical hit.
Down he goes, and hopefully blows up the rest of the way. Not quite. That doesn't happen nearly as often as I want it to. Although that's okay. I'm good with him injecting after the fact. What is this guy? Whatever the fuck the lupus is. Kick. Let's skip the large lasers for now and vent some heat.
Moving.
And we'll kick him. Nice.
Punch to the face.
I'm receiving you. Onward.
Beautiful. He might die after this. Yup.
Enemy down.
get builds for the extra buildings we blew up, but that's alright. Should get some fairly decent salvage out of that, of which we can sell and make money. Yeah. 20% bonus, 10% bonus. I don't know what that means. $210,000 bonus. Nice. Alright. We can have a Black Knight. And we're going to roll the dice and actually get in a whole Vapor Eagle. Got plenty of those, got plenty of those. Definitely got plenty of those. Yeah, improved large laser, huh? Oh, okay. Slightly more range. I think it's the same amount of damage. Yeah, 300, 600 versus... It's the same range! +1 accuracy bonus, which is also the same. There is no functional difference between these two, except for it's 1 ton lighter. Okay, I guess that's something. Just not much. Alright, 6 from 2 clan. Streak 2. Check engines. Guess the real question is what do I want? I'm gonna sell them either way, so I guess we'll go for the full Black Knight. And we get a full Vapor Eagle too. And we get other things that I can sell because I don't want them. I already have plenty of them in some cases. ATM 6, I got 7. Cooling, XL Engine Clan, I got plenty. Clan Heatsink, I don't have that much. Yeah, sure. Okay. There's an extra $500,000. I'm good with it. We'll do one more drop, and then I have to get on with my day and get shit done around here, which... mixed feelings. It's been raining all morning, so I'm kind of giving things a chance to dry out before I get out in the yard and start working. Alright. Hudson's still injured, Raiders still injured. Let's take a look and see if anybody else has progressed. There's a couple I thought were really close. There we go, there's one. And then...
Good to go.
No, just the one, okay.
Standing by.
Still really close. Alright. Nothing really needs to be fixed, so we're gonna salvage the Black Knight. 3J versus a 2CB. Let's see, 4 energy, 2 missile, 4-point defense. 4 energy, 4 missile, 2-point defense. Yeah, I like that one better. And we're just gonna get rid of it anyway. Doesn't really matter. More money! And then we have somewhere in here the clan. Vapor Eagle, Goshawk, whatever. I think that's all we got for salvage, so let's check it out. ERPPC, heavy mediums, that's from 2, ATM 3. Yeah, we'll keep the parts, scrap the mech. Same with this guy. And same with this guy. Now, ooh, money. Look at all that. We're gonna be so fucking rich. I'm not gonna use any of these guys I have in standby, so I'm just gonna ditch them all right now. I have enough mechs live that I really don't need to keep any in storage. Chance to intercept is 25%. We'll fire 20 shots. 50% 10 shots. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. Okay. I think I checked this last time, but yeah, I don't have any other projects other than BA only slots, which I really don't give a shit about. Though I might get extra points for doing it, so let's go ahead and upgrade those anyway. Alright. 3 more days to the next attack. Let's see here. Alright, we got an ambush. You're only allowed to drop you're not allowed to drop 11 units, only 1. Well. Come on. Get it out of there. Okay, so sometimes double clicking gets rid of the guy and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know what makes a difference. So, you know what we're gonna drop in? We're gonna take the king crab. Get out! And we're gonna take, yep, we're gonna leave you right there. Plenty of armor, plenty of guns. And the closer they get, the deader they'll be. And then he should be an ace when we're done. Duel. Pretty sure I'm doing this right. Pretty sure it said I could only take 1, so why does it say duo? It's alright, I think we'll be fine. No pay, but salvage. That's a form of pay. Alright, let's do it. I love the planet surface scrolling by. That just looks so cool. Alright, dude. We're all counting on you. Good luck.
Someone turn up the AC.
And it's gonna run so fast because there's only 1 unit on here. 3 units, whatever.
Ready, Commander.
You got all the ammo in the world, so take every shot, even if you don't think it's gonna hit.
Missed the shot, Commander.
That's alright. Oof, he didn't.
Taking a beating, Commander.
I'll be alright. What's the other guy? Ooh, boy.
Ready, Commander.
not hitting with the Gauss. It's kind of important. So what's his... He's got 1195 amp armor. He's got... Holy shit. That is way more than standard. Alright, fucking hit something. That's more like it. Yeah, I know. Jesus. Alright, so now we should be able to put that rock formation between me and him. Ha! Dumbass. Kinda. Yeah, but not all the streaks are gonna lock on, so it'll be fine. Nice. No armor reaches yet, but I bet he's starting to get close. We're gonna do this just so I don't have to worry about exploding. Come on, baby. Nice. That's gonna help. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, we'll be alright. He won't. Ouch. Don't die. How does he get to go twice? What kind of shit is that? Alright. You have an engine there? You do have an engine there. We're going to skip the medium lasers, because on the off chance everything does lock on and hit, we don't need that extra heat. Although we do need the extra accuracy, so we're going to have a trade-off here. I don't think all the streaks are going to lock on and hit, so we're just going to go for it. Nice. Hey, he only hit the armored bits. Yeah, I know you are. It's okay, though. It's about to pay off in a big way. Maybe. Don't die. Alright. I think this is our best bet. Blow off that other arm and he's fucked. Yeah! Talk about punching above your weight class. Nice work. That king crab finally had a chance to pull its weight. Better than its weight. He's hurting, but he's alright. Do we get... I think we get everything. So we'll go ahead and grab that, because holy shit. Yeah, we get it all. I got plenty of those. Plenty of those. Definitely have plenty of those. Need those. Not too worried about that. Yeah, don't have plenty of those. Nice. A little questionable there for a minute. And sometimes even the shots that are taken are misses. Nice work. So let's see if we can now upgrade him. Yes, we can.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Awesome. King Crab did exactly what I wanted it to do. Got a, oh, that's why that's lower. We need to put lower arm actuators in both spots. There we go. Weapon, Streak 6. Clan Streak 6. Check. Straight double heatsink. Check. Gauss ammo. Check. Should get us right back to where we were. Yep. Because I like things being symmetrical, we're doing it this way. Yeah, this is a pretty solid mech. I'm happy with it. Should I swap out the Inner Sphere XL for a Clan XL? Probably. That's going to make it a little more livable. Why is the heat efficiency down though? Oh well. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Let's go. It's going to take a while and it's going to be expensive. That's alright. It's also going to be a lot harder to kill after this. Alright, so what has this thing got going on here? Rotary medium pulse, ultra LB20. Unutilized tonnage, huh? Ah, okay. Well, it's armored to the... It's armed to the teeth. It's armored to the teeth. What can we do to use up that last ton? else I can get my hands on. What do we have for sensors? Auto cannon fire control, Artemis fire control. Laser insulator, deep sea capacitor. There we go. Precision computer. Grants breaching shot, -1 recoil. 25 site primary sensor system. No tonnage. Alright, what about this? 2 tons. No, what about this? Also 2 tons. What about that? 1/4 ton. Sold. Okay. Only about 10 grand to do all that. I'm good with it. A little bit more armor. Morale bonus. Anything else? Nope. Awesome. Whew. Alright, one more mission, since that one was pretty quick.
Network order. Commander, pull up a chair.
Battle 1. Hey! Clanjet Falcon likes us now. Well, hates us less. Like might be a little strong. Alright, all the salvage. The Lyran Commonwealth still doesn't actually like us yet. So we're going to reorder things and put the heaviest guys first. I think we're going to keep... What does this guy have on him again? Air large, bunch of medium pulse, couple large pulse. Okay. The Blood Asp is good. The Kingfisher is also good. I do want... yep. Some LRM capable mechs that are also fast. Or even just one LRM capable mech that's also fast. And the Ebon Jag is a hunter killer. Alright, Atlas's primary weapon is, well, complicated. You know, we're going to put you in there just to make sure that he hits with that funky gun. You are going to go into the Sun Spider. Where's Tex? I like Tex in the Atlas. Loki goes in the Direwolf just because. Energy bonus. I also kind of like the Turkina, but you know what? We're going to keep me in the jump capable Mad Cat. Floppy, we're going to... Actually, do we have another guy with energy bonus? And we'll put him in the... No, we don't. Okay. Floppy, you get the Charger. Turkina is mostly energy weapons. Blood Asp is energy and missiles. Is that 2 LRM-20s or just 1? I can't remember. That is 2. Alright. No, you're going in the Sun Spider. I already said that. You're going in the Blood Asp. Turkina. I'll give you to him. Kingfisher. Medusa gets you. Night Thing. Yeah, I'll give that to you. You go in the Sun Spider. Hudson, you get the Ebon Jag. Solitaire, you get the other Mad Cat. Let's go! Capture base. Notice it doesn't say capture base intact. Just throwing that out there. There, now everybody knows my secret's out. You know what time in the afternoon I was recording this. Capture the Jade Falcon Research Station. You know, we saved over 2 lances of the Lyran Alliance's mechs. No, just 2 lances, because some of them died. But they could like us a little bit more after that, especially since the reason why we didn't get over 2 lances is because some of them parked themselves right under the fucking drop pods. Like, do not play lawn darts with orbital dropping mechs. Yeah, we have a good view of the research facility because we landed in it. And all of its turrets, as a matter of fact.
Yes, Commander.
So, what do we got here for turrets? LRM, heavy laser. Like actual heavy lasers or just lots of lasers? Lots of lasers. PPC turret's the one I'm most worried about. We're not going to use a double tap of the AC-20 for it, though. Yes, shoot at the mechs that have the highest EVA bonus right now. I'm okay with it.
Waiting for orders.
You, on the other hand, you can open up and not have to worry about overheating. So, do it. Standard. Nice.
Target destroyed.
Still random kind of hot, but that's okay. Oof. Okay. Didn't think that was going to happen.
Reporting. Waiting on you, Commander. Go with turbo.
Alright, we're going to throw LRMs at that. Nope, not at that. Throw LRMs at that. And other guns at that. One of them's dying. Nice.
One less turret.
I'm okay with it.
Damage is light.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, let's get the LRMs.
Have some of this.
Nice. Dead? Please be dead. Ah.
Ready for orders.
No. You are not shooting off all your missiles at a fucking turret. And we're definitely not shooting your... whatever the fuck that monstrosity is at a turret. Goodbye.
Yeah, Commander.
Yeah.
Roger that.
We'll shoot your LRMs at a turret, though.
What's up, boss?
Kingfisher can't see it, Tom. Now you can.
Roger, full speed.
I think we can skip some of the heavy mediums. I think everything else should be enough to kill it.
Firing.
Nice. Ah,
That turret
are you
is
fucking kidding me?
What's up, boss? Heading out.
Holding.
Alright. We occupied the research station.
Let's get down to it.
Moving, Commander.
Now what?
Moving.
On the move. Coordinates received.
Point of view this way, okay. Camera moves are a little weird in this game.
Engaging jump jet. Taking the high road.
That's as far as you can sprint? Come on.
Affirmative.
Sun Spider. Yeah.
Firing jump jet.
Move into position.
Moving, Commander.
On my way. On the move.
Roger.
Around here somewhere.
On my way.
Affirmative.
We're splitting the party to try to find them. Can't believe we blew up. She blew up a fucking building.
Eyes on hostile reinforcements. They're heading your way.
Oh. They're a little bit past heading our way, as a matter of fact. Thank you very much. Don't know how in the hell you didn't see them until now, but whatever.
Nice try.
Ha! Dumbass.
Order.
Alright. Evan Jag. That doesn't count as water. That's a little weird. Okay, cool. That counts as water and trees. Not really great odds at hitting him, but whatever. We'll go with it.
What do you need? Affirmative.
Yeah, you're gonna be fucking easy to hit. Lucky headshot, please.
Targets.
Nice.
I hear ya. Pedal to the metal.
Another lucky headshot, please. Nice.
Want some more? Huh? What's up, boss?
Another lucky headshot, please.
Target's taking a critical hit.
But he's not taking any stability damage, which I'm really confused about.
I live to serve.
Alright, you can just wander into the water and shoot from there. You don't really need direct line of sight for anybody. In fact, I want you to take out him, because of all the ATMs he's got. That could really cause some headaches. But we're going to cause him some headaches instead.
I think things are going swimmingly.
Anything in range? Kind of. Ooh, that could be fun.
Orders? Hauling in.
Alright, missiles at him. Not missiles at him.
Affirmative.
I think we'll do some damage. Nice. Also nice.
I think I hit something good.
The pilot's about
Yes,
dead.
Commander.
And And that is not a euphemism.
Acknowledged.
I definitely want to take care of him before he gets any shots off, but low-hanging fruit.
I copy. Receiving you. Roger. Full speed.
Just core him out.
On target.
That should do it.
Everything you got. Mech destroyed.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? Let's make some bad decisions.
Alright, you don't have the ability to split fire. What's this guy got on him? Not too worried about that. That guy I am worried about though, so shoot him after we get a bit of an accuracy and range or damage boost. Nice.
Standing by.
You, I want to get into the water as soon as possible,
Just running. Got it.
and that's why.
Attacking from position.
Nice.
Bunny here.
Can't really hope for much more than that right now.
I can see why people enjoy this line of work.
Yeah, buddy. This one's gonna be quick. There's got to be more units around here somewhere. There's no way it's just 4 turrets and 5 mechs. Not at, what was it, 3.5 skulls of difficulty? Atlas heads. Ooh,
Gonna need a medic.
that's a bummer.
Commander.
We'll deal with that.
Lifting off.
We'll do that, and we'll do that, and we will wake his ass up.
All weapons.
Kind of.
Solid connection, that one.
Yeah. I'm feeling good about how this is going overall.
Light damage, Commander.
Now we need to get Lizard there to open up with the LRMs on that guy. Yep. Figured that was going to be who he went after. Damn. That was a good chunk of damage.
I'm ready.
That's right. I think this guy's going to get the unfair end of this exchange. Just a guess, though.
Oh, it's on now. Ready for orders. Position confirmed.
And what is this thing? A Hellfire? Yeah, not overly concerned about him. Now even less concerned about him.
I think I hit something good. What can I do for you? Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
Goodbye.
Come on, mech warriors. It's go time. Need something, Chief?
Not quite. A little tougher than I was expecting. Really? You can't go into the water at all? Well, we'll do that then.
Hit him hard. On my way.
And we'll skip the LRMs. Woof. Okay, we'll skip the PPC too.
Taking the shot. Oh, it's on now.
He got nothing left. He should eject.
Solid connection on that one.
Keyword being should. Let's do slugs. Nice. Very nice.
Good to go.
Why can nobody go into the water over here? Should be able to go from there into the water, but I guess that's just too much.
No shooting, just running. Locking on. It's
Nice. There's our lucky headshot.
critical hit, Commander. Orders.
Turnabout is fair play. Oh wait, no. Something just happened to catch the Crusader and kill him. Alright.
Let's see you like this.
And he's probably dead now.
Hope we can salvage
Yep.
that.
And nope.
Ready for orders. Good to go.
Yeah, I think this will pretty much take him out. If I can hit with all of it.
Engaging with target.
Nice.
That's a kill.
No structure bonus. Because of 2 fucking lasers.
Mission successful.
Steiner won't be pleased with the results because they're never happy. They don't like mercenaries, or at least when mercenaries win, because then their social generals can't prove how awesome they are. It's not hard to look better than they are. They really don't like it when you do that. No fees assessed, great. 210 grand bonus, nice. Bonus for getting the turrets, also nice. Before the 210 grand bonus, because of course. Rifleman 2C, huh? Yeah, let's see if there's anything else in here worth having first. Not really. Okay. Archer C, what does this have on it? And this has all the ATMs. Yeah, we'll take a shot at that. And we'll take a shot at the Archer C. Very nice. I think we have plenty of those. Yep, goodbye. Don't have that many of those. Don't really care about machine guns. And we'll keep those. Plenty of those. Definitely got plenty of those. Don't care about machine guns. Ultra 2s. Nope. Nice. Yeah, I think that's good enough for now. I got to go get shit done outside. I don't know how much of this Flashpoint contract we got left. I do kind of wish it gave you a countdown on one hand, but on the other hand, I kind of like not really knowing when the long-term battle's actually going to be over. Though, my unit's reached a point where it's kind of irrelevant, if I'm being honest.
Sure thing. It'll take a bit, but
There.
we'll get it done.
Now we will have literally every upgrade on the dropship done. Dropship in open quotes, since this dropship is big enough to hold the dropship.
Yes, Commander. Training confirmed, Commander.
Good job, Lizard. Medusa, not yet. Loki, yes. Now we got another ace. So Medusa's a point away from being an ace. And then Lizard's got a little ways to go, but not too far. Alright, Can we build anything with the salvage we just got? Sure can't. I do like that Turkina. Let's take a quick look at him. Yeah, energy build. -1 recoil with ranged weapons. Well, we don't really have to worry about that. Gives it breaching shot. Let's see if we can put something better in there instead. That's what I just put in there, took out of there. Alarm fire control system. I want a laser fire control system. Laser insulator. How much does that weigh? Half ton. Ooh, we're running out of space here. Now I see the problem. Well, let's move a double heatsink there. This will... Extra heat sinking at half the standard weight. Insulator is easily disrupted by damage or complex to make. Alright, so we should be able to afford getting an extra heat sink, getting rid of an extra heat sink rather. That frees up a ton. Gives us a little bit of heat efficiency bonus. I don't know what we can do with that ton now. Wish I could upgrade this component, but, you know, that's just how it goes. That's okay. Well, let's take a look at our options here. Lower arm, aim accuracy. What do you mean can't install more? There aren't any. I mean, I guess that's... Bonus location armor, no. What else can we cram into this thing? Heat exchanger 2. Heat bank, -8 heat at the end of the turn. One ton. Yeah. Let's cram... Oh, Jesus Christ. Too much space. Okay. Well. Yeah, this thing's kind of crammed full of shit no matter what we do. Do not have the space for extra heat sinks. Heavy plating armor, 1.2, needs 8 slots. Yeah, and I've only got 2, so that's not going to work. XL gyro is definitely not going to work. Won't let me put in lower arm actuators, so that's not going to work. What do we got for equipment here? That doesn't weigh anything. I think I might have backed myself into a corner here. How much does that weigh? Ton and a half? Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, we'll throw that in there. Nope. Won't go over the sensor slot. Damn it. Can't upgrade the engine. This is always the tricky bit when it comes to these things. So, put a couple heavy small lasers in there, because why not? A little more firepower, same heat efficiency. The Blackjack 2 Omni. I don't remember if I did anything with this. No, I did not. Endo Steel, but it doesn't have Pharaoh. So let's take a look and put Clan Pharaoh on there. Gives me 2.5 tons. So we're going to replace all the medium lasers with the ER medium lasers. We're going to use Inner Sphere ER medium lasers because they're largely superior in range to the Clan ER medium lasers, even though the Clans do more damage, but they also have more heat, which is not how it's supposed to work, and that is endlessly frustrating. Although I have a shit ton more of these, so okay. It'll make them feel better because it's Clan Tech. And now we have 0 room. What's the difference between Inner Sphere and Clan Gauss? Let's investigate that really quick. Less damage. Same range. Less damage by 5, but it frees up, or by 10, but it frees up 3 tons, so we're going to go with it. Because heat sinks. We have an Inner Sphere double heatsink kit, and we do have plenty of Inner Sphere double heatsinks. And it's pretty much about as up armored as it can get. We're going to do the same thing because, again, I like being symmetrical. Alright. A little bit enhanced damage. Not really. Actually, how do those compare to medium lasers in this game again? 20 damage. And 180 meter range. 30 damage. 210 meter range. Okay, slightly better range, slightly better damage. Very slightly.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Alright, enough procrastinating. That's enough for now. Everything's upgraded. Got the work on the table. And that's a good stop point for today. So, thank you all for watching. And until next time, farewell.